we have the current stock market update for PHUNWARE Incorporated, stock ticker PHUN. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comments section so that other traders can find this information more easily on the platform. So what we're looking at here is the 4-hour time frame. That means that each candle on this price chart represents a 4-hour trading period. And I was seeing some messages previously saying that PHUNWARE is rocketing higher. I took a look at the price chart. I'm not exactly sure why anybody would consider this to be rocketing higher. We can sort of look in at the shorter term time frame a bit here to try to figure out what was being discussed here. But I mean, all I'm really seeing here is a little bit of a price movement into roughly 790 or so. This would be a bounce from approximately 610. So I suppose, it depends on what time frame you're watching here. I wouldn't really consider this to be a huge movement higher. Because right now we're looking at the hourly price chart. And, this is, you almost can't see the move. I mean, in percentage terms, it's not bad, I suppose. 610 to roughly 790 or so. It's not a bad short-term price movement for any stock, I suppose. But we're still dealing with some very substantial price movements to the downside after what were previously some very significant price movements upward in the bullish direction. So, currently this has now created a bit of a resistance zone, this movement higher here. We can sort of define this as coming in at right around 790. It's really just below there. So, we did see this, and then we started to see a bit of a failure here. And at the moment, we're really dealing with a very significant support zone here, which comes in right around $5.90, maybe slightly above there. Okay, I mean, I had it previously written out as 580. I mean, this is really the 786 retracement. And as you can see here, it has now been tested on really 3 different occasions. So, 580, 590, I suppose you could say. The price level itself hasn't exactly touched that area. We're still dealing with price lows coming closer to $6. So if you sort of split the difference there between, $6, 610, and then the 580, 786 retracement, you can see that, this is a rough approximation of where we stand currently. So, at the moment, I would consider this to be a very important support zone. I mean, I suppose you could, if you're really bullish on the stock, and some people are, I suppose, we could still bounce from here because we haven't really broken through this level just yet. It does look like we're rounding out here to some extent, where maybe the stock is trying to form a bottom. And, this is a very volatile, kind of unpredictable type of name, which is why I was not recommending that people get involved with this. That was even before share prices started to kind of move higher. But to me, this looks like something that could be extremely volatile and unpredictable. And then we did lose the vast majority of those gains here relatively quickly. So I stand by my initial price call here to say not to get into this. Does that mean that you couldn't see a price movement higher? Absolutely not. I mean, you could still see share prices kind of bounce off of this area. I mean, we're clearly trying to define some support here. There is definitely an attempt here to keep the stock, sort of elevated at this level. Could you consider this to be a buy zone? I suppose you've got a Fibonacci retracement area. You've got what is now historical support, and then you've really got all of the major exponential moving averages that are sort of coming right into contact with this region as well. We have seen some breaks below those moving averages, and that to me would be a cause for concern and another reason to not get into this. But we're not seeing any significant follow through, after following these breaks below those moving averages. So you can still make the argument that it's attempting to form a base here. I'm not hugely disagreeing with that aspect. But if we do see share prices break below this 580 area that we were watching here, it's really, roughly 580 to around 605 or so. If we do see share prices break below there on a convincing basis, possibly on a hourly closing basis or something like that, then I think at that point you start to see a full retracement of this move at the very least. I mean, I think that there are going to be some stop losses here. I think there's a lot of short-term activity that's parked in this area. There are probably people that are betting on a reversal here at some point soon. But if we do then see breaks below these support zones, those people are going to start to get stopped out. And then if that occurs, this momentum to the downside can easily start to accelerate. The question then would just be whether or not we retrace the full move, or do we break to new lows. This prior support zone comes in right around $3 or so. So a break below 580, in my view, would then at least target that $3 mark. So, it's not, we're not completely, in trouble yet, I suppose. I mean, you could still see share prices bounce from here. This is a company that's connected to Donald Trump, and he did just win the election. But if we look at DJT, I mean, DJT is in major trouble at the moment. Everybody was buying that stock at the wrong level. The other people on this platform that cover that stock have no clue what they're talking about. They should really, get a job at Burger King or something like that, because they are not stock traders, and they shouldn't be telling people to buy or sell anything unless it's something on the value meal at McDonald's or something like that. These things can be dangerous, especially when you're dealing with major event risks like what we just saw with the election itself. That in theory could be positive news for this stock, peripherally, but it doesn't really affect the earnings results or anything like that. And for me, this stock is just way too unpredictable. I mean, I do not get involved in things that are unpredictable, even in the Discord, because there we're looking at shorter term trades, a little bit more high risk, high reward type of trading, aggressive trading, not really kind of safe longer term trading. But even in that case, I mean, I'm just not seeing much of a reason to get into this. I mean, I suppose you could look at this from a risk to reward perspective, and you could say, well, if I buy right now, we're trading at 636. So if I buy in here, I could put a stop loss at maybe below 575. And it's not a huge distance. I mean, that wouldn't be a huge loss, I suppose. And then if you do see a bounce from here, oh God, some people are going to take this advice. I know it. I'm really not recommending this, but you could look at it that way, where it's like we're trading into support here. We could see a bounce at this point, and then if we do see a bounce, it can be substantial because it's a very volatile stock. But the stop losses really do need to be kept tight for anybody that's going to be considering a strategy like that. And I would recommend stopping out probably right around 575 or slightly below there. So here's the current stock market update for PHUNWARE Incorporated, stock ticker PHUN. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.